Charles Cather postao je poznat široj javnosti u Srbiji praktično od njegovog dolaska u našu zemlju. Amerikanac koji se naslušao loših priča o Srbiji i Srbima želeo je da dođe i da se na licu mesta uveri da li je to baš tako. Došao je i ostao. I ne samo da je ostao, već je rešio da pusti korenje ovde u Zrenjaninu. U razgovoru za našu televiziju otkrio nam je šta ga je sve privuklo, očaralo i iznenadilo, te zašto je rešen da ovde provede značajniji deo života. Jedna od presudnih veza Charlesa i Zrenjanina jeste bejzbol, kojeg je on sasvim slučajno otkrio dok je u bašti kod prijatelja na Gradnulici pio pivo i preko ograde video članove bejzbol kluba Gradnulica Bečkerek na treningu.
I've been here since July. I arrived here July 6th, and I'm just having a blast here. I love this town. Zrenjanin, it's fantastic. It's got everything here. It's got little shopping malls, great cafes, and just the sports here in Zrenjanin, it's fantastic. You got a lot of athletic people in this vicinity, and the baseball just amazes me. The talent these guys have here.
And I see you have a lot of energy now, like on the beginning. First of all, how many words you learn in Serbian?
Malo srpski. Govorim malo srpski. I can say 1, 2, 3, 4. I can count a little bit. I can say dobro jutro, dobar dan, hvala, šta ima. That's really about it. And the bad words. I know all the bad words too. They taught me those.
Of course, of course. You now have some jobs here, and also you involved in the sports.
Exactly, yes. I actually volunteer. I go around to all the high schools here, Jovan Trajković, Uroš Predić, and all of them. And I love to speak to the kids here. I go to the English classes, and I speak to the students. The students here are just amazing how smart they are. I mean, to speak, they understand Cyrillic alphabet, the Latinic alphabet. They speak English, wonderfully. I mean, smart kids, they're great. And the baseball program, when I first got introduced to baseball, and I've watched these guys one game and a few practices, and just the talent they have just amazes me. Every single day I'm amazed more by the talent that Serbians have with athletics here. It's amazing.
They spoke about you was somewhere on the barbecue, beer, and you saw them playing baseball. So what? Your reaction and their reaction?
I was totally shocked. I was in Gradnulica. I was in the backyard. I was having it was a barbecue, drinking a couple pivos. I peeked over the fence and I saw these guys playing baseball. I thought, are you kidding me? They're playing baseball in Serbia. I had no idea. I went over to the guys and I said, hey, do you govorim engleski? Yeah, we speak English. Like, wow, I said, that's fantastic. And so they introduced me to Nada. And Nada's the baseball mama, that's what we call her. These guys have such a passion for the game. It's amazing. Here in Serbia, baseball gets very little respect. It's all soccer, basketball, tennis, but baseball, for these guys to show up on Monday nights and Friday nights at 10 o'clock, a lot of kids on Friday night, they want to go out with their girlfriend or go drink beer, but these guys are playing baseball. I think it's fantastic. I love these guys.
Evo šta o prvom susretu sa ovim Amerikancem kažu članovi bejzbol kluba Gradnulica Bečkerek.
To je jedna vrlo interesantna priča. Čovjek je, ja mislim, bio kod prijatelja na roštilju. I mi smo imali trening u popodnevnim časovima i odjednom se pojavio kao, vi igrate bejzbol, ja ne mogu da verujem, kao Zrenjanin, Srbija igra sa bejzbol, jako druže, ovdje se igra od 2004. Što je to dobro, jel mogu ja da uđem u tu sekciju da vam pomognem, da nešto da ovo, da ono, i čovjek je od tad počeo redom dolaziti treninge da nas gleda. Jako puno je e-mailova poslao svojim prijateljima da skupe tu neku donaciju, opremu, što novu, što polovnu, da nam pomognu, jer dosad je vidio da naš tim ima jako puno potencijala i dosta uspeha, tako da je čovjek rešio da nam pomogne.
About the baseball, you have beautiful plans here to make some, as I understand, clinic and to make this sports popular here.
Exactly. That's my whole goal here. And prior to being introduced to baseball, I was just going to come here for a while and speak to some schools and maybe live here, try to learn a little language. But after I found these guys and saw baseball, it really helped me, realize what I wanted to do here, and that's to help with baseball. There's a baseball organization that I'm involved with now, the Serbian Baseball Development Association. I'm a partner with that company, and it's a nonprofit organization that provides donations. We get a lot of money from the United States and equipment, and we provide it here in Serbia to help develop baseball from young kids to the older kids. I've already had, I wrote an article in my hometown paper in Charleston, Illinois, and I've had 6 schools donate equipment. I've got a ton of equipment back home. I have friends, family donating money to ship it here. So we're really doing a great thing here, and I'm really, really proud of my friends in the United States and, everything for pulling together and trying to do a good thing here.
I see you got a lot of energy here for baseball, but if there's no baseball in Zrenjanin, if you don't discover this club, would you stay still here?
I don't know. That's a good question. After I found baseball, I found my love. I'm a huge baseball fan. I'm from Chicago, south of Chicago, but that's Chicago Cubs territory. I'm actually a Minnesota Twins fan, but I've got such a passion for baseball. I played it in college. I coached summer league and little league, and I umpired for 5 years. So it's like the love of my life. And then it came here to Serbia. It just blew me away. So if it wasn't for baseball, I don't know. I might be here for maybe 3 or 4 months and go home. But now I plan on being here maybe 2 years, 3 years. Maybe I'll get married and stay here. I don't know. We'll see.
What about the girls?
The Serbian women are absolutely beautiful. They're tall, they're slender, they're gorgeous, so we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
It's a Balkan type, yes.
No, European women are just absolutely gorgeous, Back home, you see a lot of, like when you walk around, you see a lot of heavy women, heavy people. Here in Serbia, most people are slender, they're in shape, it's amazing the difference.
Yeah, I think you didn't discover too much because this part of Serbia, it's lot of pig food and that.
Yeah, the food here is wonderful. Yeah, I don't understand how people are so thin here. With all the sarma.
You didn't see too much people.
Some of the things I really love here, just a thing with the kids here, and one thing I really want to leave an impression on, to go back to the U.S. and Serbian relations. We've had a really bad history, and I really want to show the kids here at the schools, at English schools, and through baseball, that average Americans like myself, we're good-hearted, we're great people, we're kind, we like to help people, and not to group us with our government. Our government is totally different than average citizens. They have their own agenda, we have our own agenda. So I really want to leave an impression here with the kids, and I think that's a great way to help change, mentality, start with the children, So what I would love to see, and working with the Serbian Baseball Development Association, I think after 3, 4, 5 years of getting equipment here, that's the one thing that's lacking here in Serbia as a whole is baseball equipment. Excuse me. Baseball equipment is expensive here in Europe, and a lot of the city provides very little funding for sports organizations. So getting the equipment here is the first step. Once we have plenty of equipment here, I think there's no ceiling on it. I mean, there's a huge future for baseball here in Serbia.
Koliko god pokušavao da ga pitam, Charles nije mogao da se seti ni jedne neprijatnosti ili nečeg negativnog za svog boravka u Srbiji i Zrenjaninu. Ono što će Zrenjaninci uskoro imati priliku da vide kao demonstraciju i šansu da se bolje upoznaju sa ovim sportom je pokretanje bejzbol klinike.
To će biti nešto jako novo, jako dobro. Znači, bejzbol klinika nikad odrađena u Srbiji nigde. Mi smo zamislili ovako da će to da bude u narednih, 10 godina, da ćemo uspjeti toliko da raširimo bejzbol da će svaka škola imati sekciju. Želimo što više da približimo sport ljudima zato što je neobičan i, znači, ne zato što ga ja treniram ili bilo ko drugi, nego zato što nije isti kao fudbal, kao košarka, kao rukomet. Ekipan je sport, ali svako ima neki svoj zadatak, više je na odbojku, znači nema vremenski, nije ograničen. Znači naša najduža utakmica koju smo odigli u našoj karijeri je 4 sata i 20 minuta. Sad zamislite 4 sata i 20 minuta na suncu. Velika psiha treba, tako da ta bejsbol klinika, svako će od nas dati doprinos, što će neki pokazivati, što će neki pričati. Charles je do sada odradio veliki posao, vidjet ćemo kako će to završiti, nadamo se najboljem. On će čovek objasniti, imat ćemo prevodioca, čovek će pričati možda 15-20 minuta do pola sata o bejsbolu u Americi, o šta je zamislio ovdje da se odradi. Moram da spomenem, imamo još jednog čoveka koji nam puno pomaže, Kit Corona se zove, on je trenutno u Americi. Nešto čovjek spomenuo da hoće da dođe sledeće godine, živi u Zrenjaninu takođe i da bude naš trener i da igra za nas i da nam pomaže, što bi bilo jako dobro. Sad vidjet ćemo, lepo smo osmislili možda jedno 45 minuta do sat vremena o toj bejsbol klinici, ali nećemo ništa napred, vidjet će ljudi koji budu došli.
And one other thing, we're having a baseball clinic here maybe the second week of December, and there's going to be flyers at all the schools and all around town, and we're really going to show, I'm going to tell my story and explain, we're going to have a couple other players up there explaining the history of baseball here in Serbia and what all we're doing with baseball, so it should be exciting, so I'd love everybody to show up for that.
Charles otkriva da bi u daljoj budućnosti voleo da se ostvari sportska i kulturna saradnja, tako da bi američki studenti dolazili kod nas i naši kod njihovih. Njegova vizija da jednog dana neki naš igrač zaigra i u američkoj ligi sada zvuči zaista smelo, ali verujemo da ulaganje ovoliko energije, ljubavi i rada mora da donese i dobar rezultat. Ono što mu bezrezervno dugujemo je da opravdamo poverenje sa kojim je došao u Srbiju i odgovorimo mu pozitivnom energijom koju on širi svakom svojom pojavom. Go Charles, go!